No? Okay.
I believe, is Taiko Mom still underway with that Kiko Green Tea match?
It's probably ending pretty soon. They might just be finishing off the tiebreaker showcase.
Ah, yes.
The chat's not scrolling. I don't know if that's due to no chat being said or just... T2 has been banned.
I mean, I don't blame him against Arc. Slippery definitely would have an uphill battle to climb with that. Arc is extremely comfortable with that range.
Yeah, high BPM, Arc Speed Monkey, and no surprise again, HT1 ban. I'm pretty sure those two maps have been banned in all the matches in 3-2 so far.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and to the fairness of the players, they are banning each other's respective strengths. Slippery would almost certainly take HD1, whereas Arc would almost certainly take DT2. So, makes a lot of sense.
That only is going to leave Chick Habit No Mod 3 as the speed map. I guess technically you could call No Mod 5 a speed map as well, but it's really weird. And for HD, there's at least HD2, Zero Traveler, but it is fast. Mark's saying No Mod 5 is not a speed map, crying about it. It goes high BPM. A little too high for me to single tap, so...
It's sub 260. It's 250, so it's not speed to Arc.
Oh. For a normal player, I'd say 220 is when you start calling things speed, but yeah, it's Arc, so what do you know? What do you expect? And Slippery, of course, defaulting right away to HD2. Oh, that would explain it. Dying Coca-Cola ad. I don't know what that is. I use an ad blocker. I can't do anything about it. Sorry, Karasi. Yeah, I guess HD2 is 205, so it's not like speed, but it's fast enough for an HD pick.
The scroll should be decent enough for Arc to perform fairly well on it, but Slippery is a very strong HD player.
Yep.
In fact, recently he has become an HD main, according to Necromancy. So this should be his pick.
Speaking of Necromancy, they actually are the one who mapped No Mod 5.
Is No Mod 5 a gimmick map or like SV?
No Mod 5's gimmick is that the BPM does not know where it wants to stay, and snapping changes pretty constantly as well.
Ah, yes. Useless metronome makes complete sense as a diff name then.
Yes. I wonder if SlipperyPickle would 1v1 Taiko Mom in an HD only pool. Ideas for the future.
Probably be down for it, yeah.
But I'm not Taiko Mom, so I can't make those calls. It's up to them whether they want to do that or not.
Alright, here we go. Early hundreds and a drop from Arc. Lots of finishers, too.
Yeah, that's definitely going to make Arc crying. HD plus finishers equals Arc not happy.
Yeah.
I remember playing against Arc on some pool back in, I think it was spring. And yeah, I think HD was the only way I could take points off of him.
Oh, both players drop on that triple K DK pattern.
But still, Slippery with the slightly better accuracy, about a percent. Almost 2. Oh, wait, no. What is Arc at? I can't tell with the stupid hidden no fail.
Looks to be about 92%.
Okay, so yeah, Slippery has a 4% accuracy lead, despite the breaks.
Yeah, Slippery definitely showing his HD strength over Arc here. I'll be curious to see how the free mods go, given that Slippery has experience 2-modding.
I could if they are confident with 2-modding, I could probably see them HDHRing Acid Burst free mod 1, and maybe free mod 3, but free mod 2, snappings get really weird, so we'll have to see. If the maps get picked, that is. Free mod 3 is obviously, well, not obviously, but probably one of my favorite maps in this pool. And not just because I 9-100'd in my match yesterday.
Well, nifty maps, I'm sure it would be very fun to play with 2-mod.
But this first pick, Slippery's going to take it. Not really surprising, the HD maining against the not HD main, and finishers against a finisher hater.
Yeah. I'm sure Slippery will recant to me how finisher heavy this map is after his match, because we like to discuss finishers and their place in the low SR meta.
And
they're everywhere.
Kind of as expected from Arc, we're getting the single tap map. Shout out to KB. Because if there's one thing Arc is known for, aside from hating finishers and not liking HD, it is single tapping.
I will say, the SR of this map is particularly low. In fact, it's the lowest of all the non-banned maps, at 3.95.
Yes, blame Morth for that one.
Also, it comes in at 118 BPM, which I would assume is doubled.
Yeah, it's mostly mapped to 1/4. Apparently the non-TC edit also has 1/6 and 1/8 in it, but this one, most of it has been edited out of this map. And also the song's a jam, so can't really argue with that. If it wasn't for me wanting to not hear my own voice, I would turn on the stream to listen to this song, because it's actually pretty good. KB, good taste in music.
Curious to see if the slight SV deviations will trip either player up.
I think there's slight snapping change. Oh, Arc actually with the first miss. There's a couple of weird snappings in the verse here, like right here.
Yeah, that'll definitely throw Arc off.
But aside from that first miss, actually, yeah, accuracy is actually a little bit of trouble here for Arc. We're trailing by about 3%. This map is roughly average length at 2 minutes 43. So it's not super long, but it's not short by any means.
I'm very curious if Arc picked this intending for it to be a speed pick.
I don't think so.
Because it seems to be quite a mispick on his end. least in terms of right now. There's still a good third of the map to go, so anything can happen.
Yeah, I believe at the end it gets denser with a little bit of, it might be 1/8. I'm not 100% sure, I don't remember. Didn't play it in my match, so... Did we? I don't remember. I have bad memory. Right now, both players have actually hit the 400 combo max bonus cap thing, but Slippery has not yet missed and has a 2% accuracy lead. Only the last 8 for the map here. Barring a major screw up on this last section.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
The density is something that Slippery is a bit more comfortable with, it seems, than Arc.
Right, it doesn't have 1/8, but it gets really dense. Yeah, that's what it was. And Slippery, I think that's an FC.
It is indeed, and Slippery takes the first break point.
And it's a little bit late, but predictions are now up for the channel, so if you want to predict who's going to win this match, feel free to bet channel points unless you're in a country that hates you and prevents you from betting imaginary points on imaginary video game matches.
Yeah, I find that rather funny that that's a thing. Slippery was mentioning that he's an American, but he's halfway through IGTS went to Sweden, and he wasn't able to bet channel points during matches. So he wasn't able to grind those points like me and Yushki.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, as Slippery said in chat, he's been playing in the Taiko mod tournament, and that tournament style has kind of helped him become quite a versatile player when it comes to things like that low SVE, or we'll see later, the mod picks and whatnot.
No mod 5, Necromancy map. Useless metronome. Also the obligatory Camellia featuring Nanahira map and pool.
Yes, that is quite a recurring theme. Even in standard, honestly.
Yep, because people really like Camellia. And I do like some of their older stuff like Crystallize and that sort of thing, but I don't know. A lot of it just misses for me. So yeah, screwy snapping and DPM changes.
Early act drops from both, but accuracy probably will be like this throughout the map, just given the way the map is designed.
Arc claiming they'll never single tap again, and then immediately single taps the next map, as expected. Unfortunately, does pick up the first break, but the accuracy is keeping them slightly in the lead here so far. Well, that's going to quickly change over as Slippery builds up a little more combo. What act drops from Slippery though?
Yeah, Arc's accuracy is definitely keeping him in the game here. It's the single tap buff.
It's the faster section here of the map.
Oh, it's very close. Approaching the last quarter of the map. Slippery still with a full combo, keeping him in the game despite Arc's accuracy being relatively close.
Full combo on this map is actually pretty impressive.
And
least to
Slippery's
me.
actually closed the accuracy gap as well.
Yeah, only 0.5% now.
Wow, this, despite that early miss from Arc, it is an extremely close pick, but the combo from Slippery got him the win.
Yeah, just an unfortunate shit miss from Arc. The one miss. Score V. Well, I'd say Score V1 moment, but we're playing on Score V2, so.
Yes,
Unfortunate.
could have easily been a break point, for sure. But Slippery kept the nerves in control and came through.
Mm-hmm. Oh, flashbulb time. I guess you're playing No Mod 3. Maybe. Yes, we are. Okay, no, they did. Arc did say No Mod 3. Another fairly common artist, at least in the pools for this season, the flashbulb. There's one in this pool as well as 3-1. Again, not an artist I'm a fan of. But I can't have all the pools be all the maps I like, because then we end up with summer pools and they get DMCA'd a lot.
Well, even though I was gonna comment on Incandescence being a very fun mapper, but this is actually a nifty guest map.
Yep.
So there's actually quite a handful of nifty maps in this pool.
3 of them to be precise, with this No Mod 3 being a nifty GD, and then HR2 and Free Mod 3 both being nifty sets, so they map their own diff.
Nifty definitely makes a lot of tournament viable maps.
Mm-hmm. First speed up. Is here. Back drops immediately from both, but not only a couple 100s from side to side, and Arc slightly higher accuracy so far. But some of the patterns in this map are a little bit disgusting, like that KD KKK.
Yeah, and Slippery with a full 5-lit drop on accuracy. It's gonna put him a good bit behind.
But it's still an accuracy battle, despite Arc having a 99.5 and Slippery about 1% lower. And I believe here's where it speeds up to the final BPM of 240. I'd have to actually look at it in editor to know where the actual BPMs end up at what points, but the max BPM of this set is 240, so it's probably here. Definitely looking like a comfort pick for Arc.
Yeah, it'll take Arc choking quite hard for Slippery to take this point, but both players performing really, really well. Doesn't look like that's gonna happen.
Yeah, now we just get the noise ending, and yeah, there's a bunch of finishers and 1/3s. And then finishers, Arc takes it.
Very
Both players
impressive
FCing.
performances from both players.
Simply an act difference.
The
6-2.
Speed Monkey and Speed Phil.
Mm-hmm. Youngin claiming Arc is an SS tier speed player, and Arc replying with your mom.
I would also like to point out that arcpotato has predicted SlipperyPickle to win the match in chat. So
Honestly, I've predicted against myself to win, so I can't blame him.
points over pride, I believe, is the saying there.
Yeah. No mod 4. Ew, I hate this map. I hate this map. It has stupid monos, DDDDK, KDDDD, and repeat. And it's. Ugh.
Arc with the feedback copy pasta.
Yeah, they were copying that from Senko, who played a match on this pool yesterday against me and Bex. But as sections with low, I don't know if they're 1/3 or 1/4, but they feel slow. Quints, and then sections with 1/3 and 1/6 patterns.
I will say Slippery is definitely a very comfortable player when it comes to snapping. Extremely good at maintaining accuracy through snapping changes and even combo. Arc getting a 100, I believe, on a finisher. Typical Arc fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, speed player fashion in general. That's
Yeah,
me too.
can't confirm.
Arc is taking the accuracy lead now.
Here we get the mono section. Just looking at it, it doesn't look like it'd be too difficult, but it's painful for me. The slippery breaking.
The mono sections. They're taking their toll. He still has an accuracy lead, but that
Not
miss
by
is going
enough.
to cost him.
Yeah, especially it's right here in the middle of the map. And the second half of the map is mostly a repeat of the first with a little bit higher density. Yeah, Arc's still holding combo as we get to this next mono section. There's the DDDDK and KDDD, which I usually hit the second one, 1D short.
This map definitely is a bit of a... It definitely requires a lot of focus for sight reading.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to ever get lost in the sauce.
It's funny because I said that last match and I was like, where did that come from? But yeah, another point for Arc. It ain't gonna be a sweep, not by any means.
Yeah, that break on the monos was tragic for Slippery. So now Arc has taken his first break point. And it is his pick again.
Mm-hmm. Just as a reminder for anyone who's going to be watching along, we do have another match coming up right after this one. 6-1 FRZ versus Zedra. If this match goes long, then it might have to be on the B channel, but we'll have to see. So far, it may just go to tiebreaker. We're going to be seeing HR2. This map is the high SV one of the pool. And I don't like it because it's a skill issue. When HR gets as fast as this, it actually makes me dizzy, so I try to avoid maps like this, but if I'm playing this pool, I have to ban it or something.
I believe Arc speed should be very helpful in the high SV, but Slippery is also very competent when it comes to high SV, so this could be another really close point. I believe Arc slightly behind on accuracy, but
Yep.
very, very, very close.
If you can't tell, I'm a little bit tired from solo casting the past match, so apologies if my commentary is a little bit dry, but so be it.
We all have matches like that, so.
If you're interested in commentating for the Taiko Colosseum, let Taiko Mom know. As long as you have a good mic and can speak English, you're probably good to go.
Indeed, and Slippery dropped on the highest V, and Arc dropped about 50 notes later. So, if accuracy is maintained the same, Slippery will slowly creep up on the lead, but currently is still in Arc's favor. And another drop from Arc.
Yeah, that's gonna. Oh,
and Slippery, highest V is taking its toll.
Yeah, both players very close right now. Only a 4,000, not even 3,000 point difference between the two players.
And I believe the same accuracy. It's a little hard to tell. And the highest V is throwing Slippery again for a loop.
Yeah, Arc's looking at about 90, just hitting 97, while Slippery's at 96.6. And Ninja Slider almost got him.
Another drop. This is a really, really close point.
Coming to the end of the map. Another break from Arc, though.
I think that might seal it. Yep.
Both players missing the last note. Both players missing the last note, unfortunate.
Very, very close point. Definitely a lot of jump scaring.
Slippery with the one more 100, but 3 less misses.
7 misses, 27 100s. Well, we're gonna count the 4 finisher 100s, so it's 31. So know when you see it this time, Hot Man. Slippery says FM2. Taiko Mom, FM1 it is. Slippery can't read his own rolls. That's a math moment for sure. And also Acid Burst. Definitely, I believe this was the map you said that both players might be able to 2-mod.
Oh, nice. Free mod 1. Okay, this map may be HDHRable, but it is OD6 base.
It comes in at 180 BPM, which is definitely a very comfortable 2-mod range. And I don't believe this difficulty has... Does it have any 1/6 burst?
No, I don't. There is no 1/6 in this, I believe.
Alright, then it should be a... I'd say it's a fairly comfortable pick. They might not know that it doesn't have that though. So let's see what they got for mods. Slippery with the 2-mod, Arc going just Hard Rock.
Yeah, this was played in my 2v2 yesterday. We had an HR, 2 HDs, and an HDHR, and our opponents kind of, well, Senko kind of entered and gave us the point with the HD. But yeah, here SlipperyPickle's going to have the mod advantage over Arc. We'll have to see if they can make it up through accuracy or if Slippery breaks.
As of now, Slippery has a bit of like a 2%, maybe even 3% act lead on Arc at this point. The OD seems to be a bit too much for Arc.
Yeah, OD6 plus HR 8.4. It's not overwhelming, but it is definitely fairly high. I believe the accuracy HR is also OD 8.4.
Slippery has a comfortable lead coming into the last third of the map, about 8 to 9,000 or 90,000, 80 to 90,000 above arcpotato. Both players still have seeing though, and a drop from Slippery could give Arc the momentum he needs to win the match.
With that accuracy advantage and mod advantage, it may take more than just a miss.
Downright tumble. But yeah, I believe, and miss from Arc basically seals the deal on that one. Slippery coming out here, showing his strength on 2 mods.
Yep, is that a 98? I think that's a 98.23% accuracy.
98.3, yeah.
3-2, not 2-3. Number dyslexia or some shit like that, I don't know. Very well played by Slippery, and double mod FC, Arc couldn't have beat that with just HR.
Yeah. Above 1060. I tell ya, no biases here, but I'm big proud of SlipperyPickle for showing the US IGTS strength of 2 mod. I'm proud.
Well, I mean, with a team like what you had put together by Schwartz, it's not surprising.
not to go off on any tangents or anything, but me, Slippery, and Max were all like complete anomalies, random variables. We all just, I guess, stepped up a bit to the plate, which is awesome.
Fremont 2 is going to be the Pokemon map.
Curious to see if the confidence of FCing the first free mod will get Slippery to 2-mod this one. I know you said that this one was a bit more difficult.
Yeah, this one has some strange snapping, so it's... I can't recommend HD on it, but these players can do what they want. Definitely... I guess it gets kind of fast with HR2. It might be difficult for both. But, yeah, Slippery 2-modding again and aren't going with the HR.
I'd like to point out that this is match point currently. Slippery is at 5 out of the 6 points needed to win.
True. But honestly, I'm not an HR player, so I can't actually judge if it's decent on HR or not. Plus 16 by 9 full screen makes it hard for me to play HR in general.
That's understandable.
Both players still comboing. Slippery with a 99.8% accuracy.
Oh,
Unfortunate
Slippery.
break.
The tumble I was talking about earlier. But I believe that is the mod advantage and the accuracy advantage. It's going to keep him in the game for sure.
It's just a mod advantage right now. They're about 0.1% accuracy behind. And slightly growing difference.
An accuracy drop from Slippery or a miss would probably be what... Just like that. I should probably stop talking.
I mean, Commentators curse is going to happen regardless of what we say.
This is true. This is true. If Art can maintain his accuracy and combo, then... Well, it's... you know, you never know what to say. I look at one player and they miss, look at the other and they start missing, but it looks like Slippery will be taking this one home. There's just not enough map left for Arc to come back on.
Yep, and the map ends, and unfortunately, the match also ends here. 6-2, SlipperyPickle taking it.
Well played by both players for sure. In the end, I believe that mod advantage was the only reason Slippery was able to take that one over Arc.
True.
Score-wise, definitely that bonus saved him.
Now we have about 4 minutes before our next match, so I don't know if we're going to see a TV showcase, but oh well. We might be having another Taiko reft. We'll have to see. Slightly sad that DT1 didn't get picked, but none of these... Well, I don't know if either of these players would really want to pick DT1 anyways, so... I can't really blame them.
I don't want to spoil any skill sets that Slippery might have, but I'd say he's comfortable on things like that. He just doesn't have high expectations in the face of Arc, who is extremely fast and accurate.
DT1 is like 160 BPM with DT. I think we have the next match pretty soon, so yeah, we're not going to be seeing a TB showcase. But stay tuned for the next match. I believe it's on 6-1. It is, in fact, on 6-1. FRZ and Zetera. Stay tuned. I've been Senko-san, joined by Hotman, and as a streamer, and SolaEclipse as the other commentator.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's a good match for sure.